All right, let me just test something here. Because for some reason, like, I have the game capture on, but it's not showing up in the video. What if I click on the game? How do I sound like? Do I sound stupid?
As usual? I'm fine, dude. At least for my...
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do a display capture since, like, it doesn't want to show up.
It should be a crime.
Alright, there we go. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing Downwell. Let me just turn down some of the audio.
So, I don't know if you're streaming right now.
I am.
Adobe does this shitty, shady thing called cancellation fees.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I don't use Adobe. I have a subscription, but I'm waiting until it gets much cheaper for me to actually cancel it. I think I have like a month left. Actually, no, I could cancel it right now.
Alright, so, you don't know anything about this game, do you? You still there?
Yeah. I'm feeling it, yeah.
Yeah.
My so just decided to clog up for no reason.
So, what else did you do?
Dude.
Oh, dude, by the way, did I ever tell you about, like, the strangest dream I had last night?
Yeah. Tell me about dream. Not the
Okay,
spinner,
so... So, I don't know if this was a case of me, like, being, like, hyped up on sugar. Like, you know, like in Shark Boy and Lava Girl where it says, like, sugar gives you nightmares?
Yeah.
Or I don't know if this is the case of me watching Bambi last night. It's like a
5-year-old who has Bambi's mother getting shot.
No, it's
for this over 100 years old movie.
No, it wasn't even that. Okay, so pretty much like I say that because like it felt like I was like in like my own Disney movie in a way, like from like the 80s. But pretty much like what happened, like I don't like know exactly, like mostly like what I can make out of it is like I only remember two things, was like a song that someone sang and like pretty much like the end of this movie pretty much. But I was in it and that was like the weirdest part. So yeah, you ready to hear this weird fucking dream I had of me being in a Disney movie?
Yeah, sure.
So for some reason, I had a dream where I was in this one particular Disney movie where it was like, it was like me and like I was like friends with like two twin brothers, right?
Yeah.
And another kid, and like there was like a girl. And the plot of the movie was pretty much like of like them like trying to find a magic lamp. Right? So like the whole movie, like they have like this map and like they're trying to figure out if like this magic lamp is real, right? And like they're like it's like somewhere in this place, but it's like hidden. And like the only thing like I remember like from it is like there was like this one point where I guess like you know how like every Disney movie has to have a song.
Yeah.
So pretty much no, it was like the girls sing it. It's kind of like a Disney villain song, or like not really, but like it was like in the tone of like one, because like it kind of sounded like Poor Unfortunate Souls. But the song was called fuck, I actually wrote it down because I'm like a dream journal kid from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I have not once done that shit because I'm like,
you never memorized your dreams?
There are weird ones I remember, but like I don't write them down like a dictionary, you know?
I mean, I don't write them down. I just like have them like in like pure memory. Like there are some that I even still remember as like a kid having. But anyway, back to the story. So she sang this song called it was called Unpleasant Little Mole, and it was pretty much just like a song of like insecurities and stuff like that. Cause like I guess like the point of the song was like, oh, like it's like, oh, you don't have to be like, since she was a girl, it was pretty much like one of those things where it's like she doesn't have to be like every other girl out there. It's like a insecurity song pretty much. And like she was mentioning how she has a mole on her face, and she pretty much did a song about that that feature. No, but it was just pretty much like, you know, like you don't have to be perfect and stuff like that to be like.
That's why I said, oh wow, a mole. Like,
so yeah, and then pretty much like after that, like it cuts to a part where like the kids are in a room trying to look for the magic lamp, right? And it kind of reminded me of like the DuckTales movie, because it was like 3 kids. Like, you know how like they find like the magic lamp that had the genie in it, and like they make stupid wishes with it?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see these upgrades. Let's just do...
I only have like 3 types of dreams.
Okay, so anyway, back to it. So pretty much like they're like, oh, we're never gonna find this lamp, like we should just give up. And then like as they throw something, like a thing opens up, like kind of like an Indiana Jones thing, where like it's like hidden in between the walls. So they find the magic lamp, and like they make 3 wishes with it. But like I guess like since I can't afford anything, so I guess because like they were like fighting over it, like this was like a dark fucking, like I feel like it borrowed elements from Watership Down, because like you could see like blood and shit like that in the movie.
I see the animated movie, or at least I know of it.
No, but like it was like really gory, because like it cuts to a scene where like they're fighting over the magic lamp, because I guess they made 2 wishes, and like they're fighting over who gets the last wish. And then like you see like a scene where like a kid like grabs an axe off the wall, and then like a lightning strikes, and it pans over to the next scene of like me and the girl talking again. So then I'm like, oh, it's been a while, I haven't seen those kids, I should probably go find them. And then what happened is that I walk into like a hallway, I see like blood on the floor, and there's like a hand there, and I literally see the kid walking out of the back of the hallway, like out of the very back room of the hallway, and like he's trying to hide the fact that like someone cut his arm off in there, or like not his arm but like his hand. And I'm like, oh god, I know what's going on. And then like pretty much like it's like this whole thing where like I have to stop them, and like, you know, like it was just like really gory, and like also like when I said like the lightning strikes, it also reminded me of like the Bambi fire scene. And that's why I said like, because like I watched the movie last night, so I don't know if it was like a sleep paralysis thing. But it was weird, just the fact that like I had a dream about like an old-timey Disney movie about kids murdering each other, like it's the Lord of the Flies or something like that.
I was gonna say, honestly, I only know three types of Disney.
But I do
One,
remember
where-
like, so like, so like the way they do it is like, I guess like they like since like no one can get like the last wish, I guess like the lamp like goes away or something like that, or like they throw it up a roof or something. I don't know, I can't remember exactly what happened, but to the lamp, but like all I remember is that they end up getting rid of it because it's causing too much harm, and like they just like have to get rid of the lamp, so they just like,
This game sounds like Mega Man.
yeah, it kind of is. So
Oh,
so
you know
they
what?
they do that, and then like pretty much that's how the movie ends, with them like all wounded and like things, and they're like, maybe we shouldn't have fought over the lamp after all. Maybe we should have just like, you know, like been like more reasonable and stuff like that.
There's a game you don't play called like Team Fortress. That's a good natural.
Oh man. The only thing I remember like how it ended is like I go up to the girl, I guess, and I was like, yeah, like it's a really good thing we got out of the magic lamp, and like I guess like we were trying to like, since we were like the more reasonable ones, we were trying to figure out whether or not we get the last wish, and I was like she was like, you know what? How about you get the last wish, since you helped, since you pretty much stopped this whole thing. And I was like, no, and I was pretty much like saying like a line from her song. I was like, no, you pretty much like, if anything, you should get the last wish, because you show me that like you're a pretty like strong girl, like you were saying about the imperfections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much like, I think like I ended up getting the last wish, and I just pretty much like wished for her to like be like the independent girl that she was, pretty much.
What pussy ass shit. I mean,
No,
this.
Okay, listen, to be fair, like I said, it was the ending of I was trapped in a Disney movie, so of course it's gonna have a corny ass ending.
It's like, I shit you not. Either two things happen in my dreams. Either I die multiple times and show up again because, for whatever reason, I have superpowers always. Always, dude. All the time. Superpowers in my dreams. Or I'm murdering people.
No, but dude, you want it?
Sometimes they're like super villains and like horror.
Okay, and dude,
characters.
here's the kicker. Here's the kicker of that whole thing, how it ended, right? So pretty much like when I said like I get the wish and all that, like I just pretty much say that like, oh, I hope she becomes like a strong person, and she doesn't have to worry about inconsistencies like her unpleasant what did I call it? Unpleasant little mole. So as I say that, do you want to know what happens? Like, I guess like as I'm walking away, like the camera pans up, and then like you literally hear like stuff growing, and it pretty much implies that more moles grew on her face.
Dude, you cursed her.
Dude, I didn't think that was gonna happen. But like, I guess like the moral of it was supposed to be like a be careful what you wish for thing.
The monkey paw with like Brandon Fraser or whatever that movie was.
The what?
Monkey's paw. I think Brandon Fraser was in it. Not sure.
But yeah, dude, how would you feel if you were in that scenario where like kids are literally like murdering each other to like get like a last wish of a magic lamp?
I'd be me like just enjoy myself in the background. Okay.
You wouldn't
Let
try to
these losers
look
fight
like
off.
you see like their hands cut off, and you wouldn't try to stop them or anything.
I'd be like, let these losers fight each other, and I'll have the last wish. You know? Big brain time. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Like,
died.
hey, why would I risk myself fighting these kids when
I
they're
turned to
fighting?
ashes.
Well, I would just wait.
Yeah, what would you do if you died and turned to ashes?
I'd be like, yay.
You know what I would do if let's say if I died and someone turned me into ashes. You want to know what I would want them to do?
What?
I would want someone to confuse my ashes for Kool-Aid flakes and like put it in their drink so I could like possess them.
Dude, no, I would.
Like, you know, like those Kool-Aid powder that you put in the water?
Yeah.
I want someone to do that with my ashes, and then they drink me, and then I possess them that way.
Okay, dude, this is what I would do. I would ask someone that I trust to swap my ashes with like,
Oh god.
I don't know, powder or some shit. And then
Your protein powder? What?
have on my will. I would have my will say, I want you to travel to the highest point on planet Earth and scatter my ashes. But they're
Like in
just
the
scattering
water?
random powder, dude. No, like the highest mountain or some shit like that. The highest.
Oh,
building.
the highest mountain of Mount Newell from Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just regular powder, and then like the person who I trusted, right, calls them when they reach there. Reach the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And says, "Yo, prank, dude. It's just a joke. You're wasting your time. That's not real act, dude."
Oh, so you want to do like that thing in cartoons where it's like, we're going to a faraway place, and they go on like on a long ass journey only to realize that the place they're going to was their own house?
Yeah, because my ashes are somewhere else.
No, I just meant the part about the journey.
Yeah. Yeah, make some like barbecue.
Gotta punch her. So yeah, what do you think of this game so far, David?
Give me...
What do you think of Downwell?
The music definitely reminds me of so that's a plus.
Sing the song, David.
Na 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 na.
Wrong song.
Na 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 na.
The song is "Take a penny and some magic. Even though your life is tragic, you can throw all your dreams down the well."
Oh, I'm not hearing the music. Dude, it's so bad.
No, that's from SpongeBob. The Down the Well song.
You know, it's my favorite song.
Throw all your dreams down the well. What's your favorite song?
They're crazy and they're kooky. The Addams Family.
The Addams Family?
It's a decent show. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me my rice balls. What if this was you who fell down the well and you had to fight your way through the cavern?
Ooh, dude, I would just... I don't know, man. If I were down a well...
Like if this little character was you.
Give me a second. I'm switching to my laptop real quick. I swear, this person hasn't been online in 6 days, and I'm trying to
I died. How far did I get? 3 levels? Okay, that's not too bad.
This is the void.
But yeah, you're watching the screen, right?
Yeah, I'm switching over to.
Also, while we're talking about movies and all that, I watched the Hatsune Miku movie.
Dude, how was that shitty thing? I'm
Shitty
assuming.
thing, dude. It was actually good. Okay, dude. You know what I will actually say about it?
What?
It's the only anime movie that I've watched that was fucking normal. Like it didn't have any of like that like fan service like provocative shit, and I was like so glad that like I could watch.
That's the best part, you dweeb.
What do you mean? I don't care about fan service.
I do, especially when it's done right, which rarely is.
Like Senran Kagura,
I was gonna say like
or
Easter eggs
the one I showed you, Kijo.
I was gonna say like things that reference like previous entries.
So
that
dude,
kind of fan service.
should I go into spoilers? Like you don't mind if I go into spoilers?
Nah, dude.
All right, so pretty much like
Not gonna watch.
well, obviously you know like about like Miku and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, weird fan base that likes a hologram.
So pretty much like the movie is about like this one particular Miku who's on the verge of fucking psychosis because like she's trying to get her voice be like heard, I guess.
Okay.
Because like I guess like she's like in a universe where like because like since she's a hologram, like she can't really be heard, so like she kind of gets like help from like a K-pop group or something like that, and she goes up to this girl who's like a part of this music group, and she's like, oh, your songs are so great, I want my music to be heard just like you guys, but since like I'm like a hologram thing, like my frequency can only reach so far. So like pretty much she makes friends with the girl, and she's like, yeah, we'll pretty much yeah, we'll help you out, we'll help your song be heard. So like I guess like the girl like tries to learn Miku's song as like she tries to perform it. And then pretty much like they get transported into the digital world where like in order to communicate with Miku and learn her song, I guess. So
man, it's a freaking isekai, isn't it?
wait, what?
It's an isekai, isn't it?
This Sakai?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. How'd you know?
You already said they get transported to a digital world, so it had to be an isekai.
No, not Isekai, it's just called Sekai.
Whatever, dude. I don't speak weeb.
Oh look, we're in a new zone. So anyway, as I was saying, like, so like it, like as Miku's like going through like this like psychosis crisis or whatever, like I guess like as she's trying to sing the song to people, like people like tune her out, and then what happens is that Miku gets trapped in like this void since like people don't believe in her songs anymore or whatever. And it reminded me of the scene in like Lego Movie 2 where they get like trapped in the in the bin. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, where like they get trapped in the bin because like they're not allowed to play together because like all they do is fight. Oh, a new style.
Okay.
So then
I'm
pretty
also
much
playing
like
a game in the background, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm just.
yeah, I know. So pretty much, yeah, I know it's hard to play a game and talk at the same time. But anyway, so pretty much like they're trying to find a way to Miku to get back. So like that's when they like practice their song at the concert, right? Because like they have like this thing where like it's kind of like a music festival where they go to and like they perform their songs, and then like they perform Miku's song so she could be heard again. and like that's how like Miku ends up coming back and finding her voice again, and like is able to like communicate with people because like her songs create this thing like I mentioned before, the Sekai, which pretty much means like peace and tranquility, since like her music sends like positive vibes.
Yeah.
Because like most of the people in the movie are like in a crisis where they're like, oh, like I'll never amount to anything, pretty much. And then Miku's like she tries to sing the song so she could be heard, and like also be like, oh no, you're great, you should never give up, pretty much. And then like so as they sing the song, like that's how they're able to bring Miku back and like help people like find their like true talents again. Well, that's pretty good. Suck in nearby gyms. But yeah, I'd recommend it if you guys are fans of Miku. Maybe I'll show it to you one day in the server.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's how you do it. Sorry, I was checking a mission in game. I didn't know how to do it, now I do. Apparently I keep passing the area to do it.
I also have a thing where you can change the palettes too if you want to change the palette. Like look, see, you can like change the style. See that? Let's go with blue.
Oh, it's like a PS1 game.
Not
Or
PS1.
PS2.
If
Or
anything,
you can switch palettes for like your menus and shit.
oh yeah, I guess. Oh, you mean like the themes?
Yeah, the themes. Usually RPG games, but
Hey David, I got a funny scenario.
okay.
What if this was? What would you do if you were falling down this well, and you ran into Golem?
I'll hug it.
No, but here's the thing. What would you do if Golem saw you and he's like, "Hey, you! I know you! Fuck you!" and he steals your bread.
Oh, my bread?
Yeah, and he's like, "Fuck you!"
Why does he sound like the Mexican rat from Looney Tunes? Not Speedy Gonzales, the other one.
What other Mexican rat is there?
There's a Slowpoke.
Mm.
Something Flow. I forgot his name. Something.
But yeah, what would you do if you saw him like that, and he stole your
I
bread?
don't know, dude. I'd just be shocked that the dude just stole my bread after hugging him.
No, he doesn't hug you. I said it. He sees you.
I know.
And then,
hugged
like,
him.
No, like he sees you and he just goes like, "Hey, you! Yes, you! I know you! Fuck you!"
I don't know, dude. I'll just be like freaking shocked, dude. Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. Don't steal my bread, street rat.
Stranger rat looking at us.
We the
Golem.
rats.
Rats. Where the rats?
I'm the giant rat who makes all of the rules.
I'm the giant rat who makes all of the rats.
We'll see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. I don't know why, like, the way they say it kind of reminds me of the kids from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen the movie, but I freaking love that song. You
What
should
the
watch the movie.
what the Rats movie from Germa?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you meant Nightmare Before Christmas.
That too. I can never get enough of Nightmare.
No, because I said the way they say the let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. It kind of reminds me of the Kidnap the Sandy Claus.
Kidnap the Santa Claus. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
But yeah, do you want to tell me any other crazy dreams instead of me?
Aw, dude. I don't know.
If anything, I can tell you more dreams that I was telling you about, like ones that I remember from like my childhood.
Oh, there's something about dreams. No, not the video game or the person. There's this psychological horror game. I think it's called like Nightmares or some shit like
Limbo?
that. No, it's called Nightmares.
Little Nightmares?
Just Nightmares.
Wait, isn't that a thing too? Little Nightmares?
Yeah, it is. It's a platformer.
Hmm.
But this one I'm talking about is literally about nightmares. I believe it's the creator of the game
Mm-hmm.
based them off of his nightmares. So it's pretty cool. It's like black and white, so it's like pencil. It looks like pencils,
It's not like this.
kind of, yeah. What's in Skechers? Skechers.
Sing the
Yeah,
Sketcher
we gotta
song.
go to Skechers, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. Been to Spencer's a few times. You just gotta go somewhere, man. We only talk online now. What is this shit?
Oh, speaking of which, did I ever tell you about like the weirdest interaction I've had the other day?
What is it?
So there was this one point, this was actually like Saturday. Like I finished my morning job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like since like the guy who's like is in charge of the building is like friends with like my mom pretty much, like it's like a family thing. So like he offered to drive me home, right? And then like he also offered to get me lunch, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, do you want to just wait here and like you can just get your food? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. So like I go into we went to Wendy's, right?
As usual.
Yeah, so I order my food and then like I see like this guy at the counter who's like a freaking like creepy like 60-year-old man or something like that.
Tell me.
No, it's not you.
In 4 years.
So
Okay.
he comes up to me and he's like, hey, he's like, aren't you that guy on the internet who plays and talks over games? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, how the fuck does this person know? And I was like, yeah, I do stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, how are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just getting lunch. He's like, yeah, that's cool. And I was like, I was like so weirded out. So I was just like, I just like got my food and left, like just like stormed out of there. It was like, that was the weirdest fucking
That's when
experience.
You know you're like hitting like the.
No, okay, listen. In my head, like I had two reactions. I'm like, should I be egotistical or should I be weirded out by this? Since it was an old man, like I didn't want to be like, ooh, someone knows me. Like if it was like someone like in my age group, kind of, like someone in their 20s or something like that, like I'm like, oh, that's cool, someone knows me. I feel like popular or something like that. But since it was like an old man saying this to like this like homeless guy, like I'm just like weirded out and I just get my food and leave.
Dude, that's when you know you're kind of starting to wrap up a bit when it comes to
No, okay, but
awareness, I think.
here's the thing. How would he recognize me if technically my like you don't even notice me out of character.
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying. He could have been confusing you with someone else. So
Yeah,
that's
it could have. That's also what my thought process was, because I was like, oh, what if he was confusing me for someone else who looks like me? But like, it was just a weird experience, you know.
Wait, what the shit was that achievement?
The one I got?
No, the one. Oh, aim while gliding. Kill enemies while gliding. That's what it was. I won't be completing this season of Volume 8 in the Nightwave system mode thingy for Warframe, so I will be starting Season 9 soon.
Season 9 of what?
Yay! Seasonal content for Warframe.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you are always playing that.
Like, yeah, your brother was playing it.
My brother?
Isn't that what you said? Brother?
No, I said you were. I said you. I always see you playing it.
Oh yeah. So, it plays good, man. Plays good. It feels good.
What upgrade should I get?
The one that gives you big dick energy. Basically,
If
any
only.
like really good upgrades.
I'll just do this one.
Holy shit. I need to get a sniper in this game. I just have the Tigress, which is a shotgun. And it only shoots 3 bullets at a time.
It shoots shit?
So, I said shoots instead of shoots. There's probably like an upgrade that I could do to the Tigress to allow me more than 1 bullet, more than 3 bullets, I mean.
But yeah, we should watch that movie if you want.
The Hello Kitty movie?
No, not Hello Kitty. The Miku movie.
But yeah, Hatsune Miku.
Oh, dude, one more thing about that. So when I was in the theater, you know, like before you watch the movie, it shows like all the trailers and crap.
Yeah.
So I saw like this advertisement of like this like anime movie festival or whatever, and it pretty much said like they're bringing back like some classic anime movies to the big screen again for like.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
And like the ones that they were advertising was like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Ponyo, and I think Castle in the Sky.
So basically, Studio Disney, whatever. Japan Disney. There it is.
Japan Disney. No, but I guess they were doing it because like there's like a film festival coming soon.
That's cool. I like film festivals. I haven't been to any of them, but I like the movies.
No,
that
but
I've
like
seen.
it not like it just said like due to the film festival they're gonna be re-releasing those movies in theaters again. But when I saw that, I thought they were like making sequels to like Spirited Away and stuff like that.
What would they even do to Spirited Away?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen glimpses. I've seen glimpses of the movie, but I've just never seen it in full because, like, I think like my sister liked it, like my younger sister.
Most of the Ghibli movies tend to be very like self-contained.
What movie?
The Ghibli movies, Studio Ghibli. Their movies tend to be self-contained.
Hmm.
mean, yeah, you could make a sequel to it, but it would kind of be pointless considering that they wrapped it up pretty well. What is mine? Ooh, can I do that right now? How many enemies do I have to kill? 363 out of 5. Okay. Cool, and this mission has 120, so that would give me around 450. Probably less, considering that I actually have 336. Anyways, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just like I said, focusing on the game.
We're live. We're live. We're live. The whole stream crashed, and your computer crashed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. This sucks.
About you and you shitting.
That's the downside of streaming sometimes, where like your computer gets too overheated.
Honestly, that hasn't happened to me once. At least that I remember.
Well, you gotta remember, like, I only just have a laptop. You probably have like a whole like processor.
Oh no, dude, I also have a laptop.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I think the only time that it actually crashed
for you
on my old computer while I was streaming. I can't remember what I was streaming, but it crashed in the middle of a mission or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it didn't save or whatever. Because I was playing an older game that doesn't have like autosave.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never went back to that game or streamed it ever again.
Because of that little fuck up?
Yeah. Because I was also streaming it on Discord. It might have been Discord. Discord has this weird thing where certain games just crash the app. You've seen it happen.
Yeah, it's happened to me on my old computer.
Or for some reason Discord makes the game run slower.
Yeah.
They really need to start fixing that shit. It's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Optimize your fucking app.
They need to stop with the Zoomer memes. Oh, dude, did you hear about the fucking travesty that happened yesterday?
No.
So, do you know Dora the Explorer?
Yeah.
Apparently, they made a reboot to it, and like one of the advertisements that they had of her was her explaining the word Sigma.
Oh god. Why?
Yeah, she's like, "Hi, I'm Dora. Today I'm gonna teach you the super cool word for the adults out there called Sigma."
Hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, and
They
like,
could have made her. Did they at least make her older? Or
like,
have a kid or some shit?
like, it's like barely noticeable since it's like CGI, but maybe it is. Maybe she is older. I can't tell because, like I said, like with the CGI, like it's hard to tell like what age she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing that happened. And you want to know what was the funniest part about that?
What?
is that after the whole backlash that it got, Nickelodeon deleted the video off their Instagram without any explanation.
Good job, Nickelodeon. The one good decision you've made in a long time.
But yeah, I just can't get over the fact that a cartoon character that we used to know and love said Sigma.
Dude, that is so fucking weird. That's like saying... That's like having Miss Frizzle saying
Miss
swag.
Swag.
Although to her it makes more sense because she's in like that age group, right? So...
Miss Frizzle, my drizzle.
Miss Frizzle's the next gangster, let's go.
Next
What
gangster.
am I talking about next gangster? She is a gangster. Cool as fuck. I wish I could go to like horrifying expositions like that.
Just traumatize the shit out of the children.
Give me the TARDIS. The TARDIS bus. Or whatever they're calling it.
I think my favorite meme of the Magic School Bus is where it's like, it's like the theme song, but it's like, please let this be a normal field trip, and it's like, with the friends? No way, and the bus gets blown up by terrorists. It's like, all you just see is like these monks like coming out like, and they do the Allahu Akbar and they blow up the bus. But yeah, do you think this is something you might play, David?
Let me see. Oh shit, holy shit, I'm dying. We're all dying. Fuck.
I died too.
Dude, I hate these enemies. They're so cheap.
Of what, this game or what you're playing?
No, this game I'm playing. They have this move that it overshields people, and I'm fighting the enhanced versions of them. So it just makes it tougher. Good thing I'm halfway through the mission.
But yeah, I can see you playing this.
Oh, that was easy. Oh man, I'm excited for next month. Besides being your birthday, they're introducing a new character.
Well, new model, but
yeah. So this new character, its theme is Spider. So
Spider-Man.
There's gonna be a lot of abilities based off of Spider. So that might be interesting. I saw like little stills and images.
dude, what would you do if humans could
like
do that?
What?
Or like every time they shit, like they shit like spiders. Like it's like like their poop comes out like a like a spider web.
What?
Can you imagine?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, can you imagine? Like that's the next Spider-Man movie. He like turns around and spreads his ass and like.
I mean, he already does that, but hey. Spider-Man. It's more like spider cheeks. Let's go.
And it's like the Spider-Man thing where like he's slapping the other Spider-Man's ass.
Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man spreads his cheeks like a spider does. Swings a web from his butt. Watch out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Even though I know that's like one of your favorite memes.
Oh, which one?
The Bully Maguire.
Oh, Bully McGuire. Heck yeah. I like the Bully Garfield too.
Bully Garfield.
Yeah, have you not seen the Andrew Garfield movie?
Oh, I thought you meant like Garfield the cat.
No. Fuck the ginger vagina monster. Ginger. That sounds weird.
Would you call him a ginger necromancer?
No, so you know the what's it called? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Go on.
Movie with Bill Murray. Garfield.
What is it?
The Garfield movie with Bill Murray.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah. So there's a bit in, I think it's in an older video of, what was it? Nostalgia Critic?
Oh, where like
he
he's
calls
like
it-
he like roasts it like every chance he gets instead of saying his actual name.
He calls it Ginger Vagina Monster. Or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's one where he calls it the Lorax's butt cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it.
I think that was like the only funny part in that review where like he refused to call it its name. Like he just kept roasting it the whole time. He didn't even call it Garfield once.
You can't give it a name. It gets powers like that.
It gets powers.
Your name it gives it powers.
It's like a Pokemon.
Mhm.
Like when the Pokemon says its name when it's about to attack. Isn't it weird how the Pokemon like only say their names like in the show, but they don't say their names in the game? Yeah. We're the rats.
We're the rats. Rats. We're the rats.
We're coming to steal your Pokemon cards.
Come and steal your jeans.
Your jeans?
Yeah, rats like jeans, don't you know?
No, I didn't know that. I know they like hats.
Do they like cats?
No, I was doing a Ratatouille where like he had that hat and the rat the whole time.
Yeah, I was trying to freaking nursery rhyme this shit.
Did you ever see that one image where like of Ratatouille? It was like the Rule 34 one,
Oh god, what?
where like pretty much like the chef is like doing the girl chef, and like it's pretty much like Remy is like doing like all the work. Like you can see through him in his hat.
Oh, that one. Okay. I'm sad to admit I know that picture.
Yeah, it's like a really popular like art. I think it was like one of those things where it's like it was like a featured image on the Rule 34. Like back when they used to have that.
Don't they still have it though?
What?
Don't they still have it?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's a different Rule 34 website.
Yeah, there's like so many now.
I remember there was one where like it like literally traumatized people.
Okay.
And it was pretty much like Sandy from SpongeBob like cockvoring like a city or something like that.
What? I don't want more information. That just
Good.
sounds-
I don't want to bring it up either. I just wanted to give some flavor text on like how like broken the thing is, like Rule 34 thing is. And like sometimes how the featured images are traumatizing.
Are we gonna get do not censor this?
I mean I could just edit it out or like censor it, or like you gotta remember like since
mean,
like
It is Twitch, and they're like weird sometimes.
I'm not making a single dime yet, so
You. I'm the giant rat who makes soul. That song's stuck in my brain now. Thanks.
should we talk about more dreams?
Have you played Dreams?
Dream. Wait, what?
There's this video game called Dreams.
Oh, the one you were talking about?
Yeah, I think it's from the same people who did Little Big Planet. I'm not sure.
Is it like
If you
2.5D?
like Little Big Planet, check out Dreams. Dream.
You know what's actually a dream I remember as a little kid that I was talking about before?
Sure.
It's nothing that'll get us in trouble, so it pretty much
Okay.
like
We're
you remember
past
when
that point, dude.
wait, what?
We're past that point that we will get in trouble.
Okay, but listen. So pretty much you remember when the movie Evan Almighty came out?
Good movie.
Yeah, I don't know why people hate it so much.
I don't get it either. Anyways.
Yeah, so I had a dream where I was pretty much in like a scenario like that where like animals following me. And it pretty much started with like simple animals, like, you know, like there would be like birds appear on my shoulder and stuff like that. But what fucking happened is that like this was at a time where like I used to take the school bus to like school, right?
Yeah.
So there was this one time, this one point where like the bus stopped for some reason. And like it was just like, you know, stopping because like, you know, like at a stop sign, whatever. And then like I noticed like something crawling on me, and then I noticed like there's snakes. There's like snakes on my shoulders.
Snakes on the bed.
No, they're like on my shoulders, and like also like lions appeared as well. And like it was pretty much like freaking everyone out, and then like I guess like I kind of got the point that like I was supposed to save these animals. But like it wasn't like it wasn't exactly like the movie, because like I didn't have to build a boat or anything. But what I had to do was like bring these animals to like a beach to where they would be safe, like a nice oasis, like a pretty much like a reserve.
So you didn't have to become Moses, got it.
No, it was just pretty much I had to like take these animals to a wildlife reserve kind of thing. But like it was mostly like an oasis, like a beach kind of thing. And all I remember is like how the dream ended was me like dancing on the beach with a bunch of animals to the song September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Woo! Good song.
I think it was also because the night at the museum, like I was also thinking about it. But here's another story, is that like I actually had another dream where like I returned to that same beach, and it was like a sunset or like a early morning kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like I think I was there with like a girl I liked at the time or something like that. But like anyways, so pretty much what happened is that like we noticed this building, and it was pretty much like a reserve building, like you know how like when you go to a zoo and they have like the animals inside the like inside a building, inside cages and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we go into this building in the oasis, and then we're like checking it out, and like we see like, you know, like when you go to a grocery store when they used to have like the seafood thing, and they used to have like the little lobsters like in the little tanks and stuff like that. And they would have like the little fish, like the live fish swimming around in like the little tanks.
Yep.
So yeah, we noticed that, and like there was no fish in there. So I was like, oh, if there's no fish in there, what's in here? But then I realized that like it was actually like for hippos, and like, it was just like hippos swimming around. And I was like, oh, that's cool. There's like those like little small hippos in there. And like we just kept looking around like the around like the little building, and we see like kangaroos and like all these birds, and like it was mostly like reptiles in there and stuff like that. But like on the bottom floor, it was like it was pretty much like those tanks I was telling you about. Like they had like hippos in there and like fish swimming around and all that. But here's like the most like scenic part. You ready?
Yeah.
So we crawl up the building, or not crawl up, but like we just like reach like the top of the building where like, and like we noticed that it's like connected by like a tree pretty much, where like you can like sit on the branch of a tree. And I just remember like having like this really nice like vision of me like sitting on a tree like covered with like those like, you've seen like the scarlet macaws and like the blue and yellow macaws, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's just pretty much like me and this girl like sitting on this tree, and like we're looking off into like the sunset like as it's like going down, and like we see like the beach and stuff like that. And it was really, and it was like a really beautiful view, because like in the distance like it was like that nice like orange like sunset type of deal.
Yep.
And like we noticed that like in the water there's also like hippos swimming around, and we're like, oh, look at the hippos, like they're like swimming around and like bobbing their heads in the water and stuff like that. But yeah, that was just pretty much it. Like I don't really remember much beyond that. Then it was just a really peaceful experience.
And then they banged.
No. This was when I was like fucking 7.
Don't that before I made that joke.
Don't bring up child porn in my videos.
What? I didn't. You even told me.
Dude, I told you I had this dream when I was little. I literally started off by saying these were dreams I had when I was a kid.
You were like 16 or 17.
No, this was like when I was like 7 or 8, when I used to live in an old house.
Oh, I retract what I said.
But yeah, that was still, either way, it was very peaceful.
Donuts.
That would be a nice retirement, wouldn't it, David?
What?
Just like sitting on sitting in an oasis, like with a bunch of animals, like, and you have like little birds going onto you, and they're like looking off into the sunset.
Dream, 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 dream. Yeah, would be nice. Dream, 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 dream.
That's how I want my vacation to look like one day.
By the way, my phone's gonna die, so I might need to switch over to computer. I'm going to the server, by the way, so
No, stay in here. We don't need to go into the server. No one else is gonna join us, so what's the point? Alright, I might do one more level as in a different style. How about I let you choose the palette? What palette do you think I should go with?
There you go. I was switching over. Ooh, that's a nice Windows blue. Triple kill.
Which one do you think I should do?
Multi-kill. Godlike.
Which one do you like?
Quadroke. Man. You know, it's been a long time since I played a shooter game.
But yeah, which one should I go with?
Blue.
This one?
Right. Let me. Yeah, that's a nice. Aqua. Aqua looks good. Virtual
Aqua?
Boy.
That's the one I was playing. I was already playing the Aqua one. Yeah, there's Game Boy, Virtual Boy, and Pastel so far that I've unlocked.
Oh, these are cool. I didn't know there were actually console themed color schemes. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for V Boy,
Virtual
which I
Boy.
guess is Vault Boy, Virtual Boy.
Yeah. This will just look like hell. There's also
It's
the
Virtual
option.
Boy, dude.
There's also the option to for the background, I think. For like the border. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Which border do you like?
What you gonna do? You're back against the wall. Gotta give it your all.
Or should I leave it turned off?
I don't know, dude. That one looks cool. That one looks cool. There's only 3 options, though.
Yeah. Let's do the Gates of Hell.
I'm firing my laser.
Hellfire. Sing the song, Dave.
Hellfire, desire is turning me to sin.
To simp?
It's not my fault. Not
Oh,
to
you-
blame.
Even though I don't watch
That
like
gypsy
the,
girl.
even though I don't watch The Simpsons too much, you wanna know what's one of the funniest jokes?
What?
Well, if it isn't the Simps.
Oh yeah, that one's the shit, dude. It's my favorite too. What is in the Sims? The Sims.
What if we played The Simpsons on here?
Da, 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 da. The Sims. Right.
Or I guess it's supposed to be a well.
This character.
But yeah, would you play this?
Oh, maybe.
Because I know you're a fan of shooters and like these retro games.
Yeah, retro games are shit, dog.
Also, did you do anything for Mother's Day?
Yeah. I baked a cake. I didn't have much.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
Yeah! Yeah, bitch!
You
Bang it up,
timed
bang it
that.
up, bang it up!
You timed that so perfectly. I died as you said that.
Dude, that's my favorite remix ever. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about,
All right, I'm gonna do this
search
one.
up Baking by the Book by Little John. It's the funniest shit ever. I'm sure there are funnier things, but this is, like, funny to me.
Did you see that girl has
No,
TikTok?
can't be lazy. Gotta be cooking by the book.
Did you hear about that?
What?
That girl from Lazy Town has a TikTok.
That's like that's like censored OnlyFans at this point.
Censored OnlyFans.
It might as well be. Let's be real.
Wait, just because it has girls dancing?
No, dude.
Dude, I think
Because
the worst.
it's so popular.
I think the worst TikToks are either the cosplay ones or the ones where it's like dudes interacting with young girls. Like they like you know how they do the
weird.
like you know how they do the collaboration thing and like you could put like their video like on the side of you or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I just see it's like a fucking 50-year-old dude like watching like a teenage girl like dancing for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it would be a perfect song to play for this.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if I would get in shit for this, but Orphan Tears.
Orphan. Oh, dude, yes. I like Orphan Tears.
Everyone does.
Can't wait until they rework certain quality of life shit in this game. Oh, it's not bad.
What are your thoughts,
I
Sophie?
like it when they try like new things and their updates.
David, honest thoughts on Ray William Johnson.
Ray William Johnson. Yeah, the dude who did Equals 3 many years ago, but then left their channel because whatever.
Yeah, do you remember when like the Your Favorite Martian thing used to be called This Project Got Retired?
I don't know.
Because of like the whole dispute about him with the animation studio, and like he changed the name of Your Favorite Martian to This Project Has Been Retired.
Really? I didn't know that. I just kept calling it Martian. Or like the
You didn't
Equals
notice
3
that
bag
when
or
like
whatever.
you go on to when you went into his channel in the old days and it said that?
Oh.
Where have you been?
Dude, I just used to watch Equals 3 and listen to the friggin' Martian songs, okay? I didn't pay attention to that kind of detail. Honestly, it must have happened when I was like, stopped watching it.
Well, I think it happened around like 2013. Could be wrong about that though. Maybe it was earlier. But I remember it was in the 2010s era.
Yeah.
Like maybe like close to mid 2010s.
It's crazy that William Johnson
Way
used to be
William Johnson.
like Lawson, yes, he used to be popular. And now he's kind of gone like
Do you see that meme that's going around of him?
no. What is it?
It's just pretty much someone who looks identical to Ray William Johnson, and they're dancing to like a content aware scale version of When the Saints Go Marching In.
Okay.
And like the guy singing like sounds like really fucked up. He's like, "Oh, when the Saints, when the Saints."
When the Saints come marching in. That song's public domain, I think.
Yeah, we can't get in shit for that. But
Yeah,
then again, I don't
yeah,
think you get. But then again, I don't think I can be a DMCA'd for singing a song, like doing like a karaoke. But like maybe if you played like
my,
the
my
actual,
rules still stand.
like
Fuck
maybe
you, Corpos.
maybe if you play
I'm kidding. What did you say?
like if you play the actual song, then you can get in shit for it.
Yeah, that's how it is, I think.
Because I know
Unless
you
you're
can
on YouTube,
still.
where either way, screw you.
Because I know there are people who do like covers and stuff like that, and they don't get in trouble for that, for borrowing an instrumental.
Yeah, you could make a video and just sing a whole song and still get copyrighted.
Really,
If you
even
don't say
even
it's
if
a
it's
cover.
even if it's a cover or karaoke cover.
What?
I said you can still get in shit even if it's like karaoke / cover.
I don't know, dude, because I know there's a lot of covers on YouTube, and they don't get in shit, at least to my knowledge.
That's what I'm talking about. But you said that they do get in trouble.
Oh, I'm talking about like those people who like are doing like a movie review and they start singing random songs,
Oh,
and then they just stop out of nowhere. So I assume they get in trouble. I don't know.
or like they play like 5 to 10 seconds of the song.
Yeah. I think the rule is 15 seconds and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that weird YouTube rule where you can't swear till like the first minute.
Oh yeah, or else you'll get
Yeah,
demonetized.
It's so stupid. Like,
I mean, you can
why
still.
would-
I think you can still swear, but you just have to edit it out.
like,
Cause that's what Oni does.
oh, that's a different medicine, dude. That's just a whole different situation.
No, I just mean like throughout like the first couple minutes, like they have to like censor their stuff a bit. But then the rest of the video they can swear.
I would swear either way because no company is gonna tell me to not swear.
You can't tell me what to do.
Exactly. Fuck that. It's my content. I'll do whatever the fuck I want with it. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe, just maybe, stop trying to turn regular YouTube into YouTube Kids with all the demonetization.
Oh yeah, that's what like you know if you go into YouTube Studio now, like literally you have to like let's say if you upload like if I upload like let's say if I'm going to upload this right now, right? Pretty much like if I go into the editor mode or whatever, like to like change the thumbnail,
Yeah.
like it automatically gives me a thing where it's like it gives me a checkbox where it's like yes this video is made for kids or no it's not made for kids, and I always click no.
Yeah, that sounds make sure of God, but like, why demonetize me, you know?
You know what else? Like when they like remove comments off of like kids videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like who the hell cares if people think kiddie content is garbage?
It is garbage.
Yeah, so why do you
YouTube-
so why do they have to hide that from the public?
Because, dude, it's you.
Same with the dislike thing where they remove dislikes.
Yeah, that's just clearly just some corporate shit. Like, hey, maybe if we disable the dislikes,
Ooh, I got a 5 combo.
Other companies are gonna be like, yo, this I don't know what to call YouTube anymore. This platform is actually very good. Maybe we could invest in it. Seems like people have a lot of likes on it. That's what I think it is.
Like what's happening to
Just
like
so.
like what happened to Twitter?
Twitter just it was fucked from day one, dude. Like at least from when I started using it, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was already a cesspool, dude.
You're already a what?
It was already a cesspool.
Hmm.
Shotgun every time. Yeah.
Alright, maybe I'll try
headshot.
one more game and then that'll be it.
Yeah, maybe I should just finish this mission instead of
Alright, I'm putting it
using
back to
that
normal.
gun. And if I finish the mission, now I get to die. I'm playing their newest frame. It's called like Site 09 or Site 9 or something like that.
Did you hear that
it's kind of like a step over. Like,
the Danganronpa company has like a new game?
yeah, which one? Which game?
I think it's called like the 100 or it's like Last Defense Academy.
Mm.
And it pretty much just has the same story as Danganronpa. Even though we're not gonna call it Danganronpa, but it still is pretty much Danganronpa.
Okay.
That's the thing that bothers me about that company is that like It feels like they can't make anything original than like their popular IP.
Oh yeah.
Like all of their games like has some sort of reference to Danganronpa in it. Even the new one that I told you about, the Rain Code one,
Yeah.
it still has a resemblance to Danganronpa.
You're all connected, dude. That's why. The Danganronpa universe.
The Dangan lore. The iceberg, how deep does it go?
How deep does the lore go?
How deep does the lore of the Lorax go?
The Lorax, I talk to the trueness. Lorax is such as, what is this coming from? Okay.
Do you agree that the Lorax would have been better if it had the bigger ink?
Oh yeah, I have that shit on my playlist, and I play it every time.
Really?
Yeah. I love it, dude. That's how good it is.
I'm biggering. How does the song go again?
I need a big office.
Cause I'm biggering.
And then we'll just drop some like mixtape or something like that.
Mixtape.
Yeah, he drops the sickest mixtape known to Illumination or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Illumination?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Like, Illumination needs to make better movies. I'm not saying all their movies are trash, but like some of them are, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the only Illumination. I remember I made a joke. I was like, oh, if you were to ask me what my favorite Illumination movie is, it's gotta be Hop, because Hop is the only movie that doesn't borrow like the same art style, because all the Illumination movies look the same.
Yeah, it is an Illumination movie. Totally forgot.
So that's why I make the joke. I'm like, it's the only Illumination movie that doesn't look like Minions. Like it doesn't have the Minions art style.
It's a live action movie with.
But you've picked that up too, right? Like how all the Illumination movies like kind of have the same art style.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Oh wait. Meant to go to.
Kind of a shame too, because sometimes they make really good movies.
I mean, I think Sing is okay for what it is.
It's decent, not trash.
Sing 2 is also pretty good.
They go from pretty good to decent to trash.
But I would still rather watch that than like the baby stuff that Disney is putting up with.
Like Boss Baby? Man, Boss
Dude.
Baby is just...
I'm not gonna lie, Boss Baby 2 is actually kind of funny.
Like, I have mixed feelings when it comes to Boss Baby, I'm not gonna lie.
Did you watch the show?
The Family Business or whatever it's called.
I think so.
No, I haven't watched it yet. I watch all the DreamWorks shows because they're usually very good, except for the Mega Man.
Like the How to Train Your Dragon one?
No, the Mega Man one.
No, I said the How to Train Your Dragon one is good.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Did you like Kung Fu Panda?
Dude, all the Kung Fu Legends of Awesomeness is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sing the song.
No.
What, do you forget it?
No.
Yeah, sing the song, David.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's the only one I remember is him saying sweet.
Yeah, it's Here's the Legends of the Kung Fu Panda.
And then it just plays like some, what's it called? Avatar: The Last Airbender drums.
Avatar.
Yeah, where it goes like.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm the mountaintop and earn the dragon warrior name.
Anyway, y'all got the chance, check out the DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon shows and I don't know, the Shrek specials.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween special's good. The Shrek-oween or whatever they called it. I don't see it. Lord Farquaad's the best.
The scared Shrekless.
Yeah. And then there's the whole like what's it called?
Monster vs. Aliens.
Exorcism. Yeah, Pinocchio's like possessed by like cricket or something.
No, I said Monster vs. Aliens.
Oh, there was a show?
Yeah?
Oh, we may have watched it maybe once.
But I was also talking about like the Night of the Living Pumpkins.
Yeah, that one's good too. It's funny though.
Do you remember when they used to show that on YTV?
My TV used to give a lot of those specials.
I mean like around like Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how they did the Mega Man show. The Mega Man movie. The second one. It was supposed to be a show originally.
Yeah,
Turned into
it kind of reminds me of what was that other movie that had that thing? The Ice Age one?
yeah.
You know, the Buck Wild?
Yeah. There's a few like I think Atlantis 2 was originally a show as well.
Or was going to be a show?
Yeah, and then they canceled it.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep going until I get the upgrade.
It's a decent second movie. It had like really cool like background.
There's really cool monsters.
Yeah. Like I like the weird. I like the weird platypus fire thingy that eats rocks.
Like a Cyndaquil?
I don't know the name of it. I just know it was a platypus.
No,
like,
I'm just saying it looks like a Cyndaquil, right?
maybe. Cinderella movies are decent. And especially Cinderella 3. That one was good.
Mm-hmm. Since I was talking about Bambi, is Bambi 2 good?
Bambi 2 is more or less Bambi 1, but the dad actually plays more of a big part at the start of the movie.
You know what's the only problem I had with that movie? Like the first one?
Yeah.
Is that I feel like everything kind of happened a bit too fast.
Oh yeah, the mother ties like 10 minutes or like 5 minutes into the film.
No, that was like 40 minutes into the movie, and then like the rest of it is Bambi like immediately grown up. Like I was expecting like a whole like Tarzan or like
Okay,
Lion
so
King coming of age thing.
Okay, the second movie takes place during that time period where he's still growing up.
Yeah.
So it's a decent movie, you know.
Nuclear.
It's a nuclear movie.
No, I mean there was a palette that said nuclear. Let's look at that one.
Oh
Ooh.
Jesus, it's gonna make me blind.
No.
Give me a second. Let me look at it for you. Legends of Awesomeness.
Sweet. I remember that part.
That's the nuclear one? That looks awful, dude.
This looks like
Actually, it
boogers.
looks like a Pip Boy. Or like Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks cool, dude. This reminds me of the Game Boy.
Yeah, because this is like the opening, like, and like when you go down the well, that's like when the game starts. But it like starts off with this little guy like sleeping on the bench. But either way, are you cool with calling it here?
I have to pick this up at some point.
Are you cool?
Yeah,
Are you
just
cool?
send me the name of the game because I will want to check it out.
No, I just mean, are you cool with ending here?
If you want to, sure.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming watching me play Downwell. Let me just make sure I turn off the game. There you go.
How do I do this? There you go. So
Do
daunting.
you got anything you want to sign us off with, Dave? Got anything you want to say?
Nope.
All right. Well, either way, thanks guys for coming by, watching us play down, or watching me play Downwell, as well as talking about the Hatsune Miku movie, as I said. And I really have nothing else to say. It was just like, if you guys are a fan of Hatsune Miku, then I definitely recommend checking out the Hatsune Miku movie. You guys won't regret it. It's probably like, you want to watch it while you can, because like, I feel like it's gonna be another one of those situations where it was like the Looney Tunes movie that came out in March, where like it was only in theaters for like a short time. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so make sure you guys see if you can, or when you can, if they're playing it where you guys are, try to catch it while you can. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. So, see you guys.
Yeah.